Yo, yo, this is it. I'm Mr. Fate, and you'll listen to Attack of the Beats on IllMuzik.com. Another 5 beats, another 5 reviews, and let's get into it right away. First up, we got AR the Superstar with Ra La La. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was AR the Superstar with Ra La La. All right, so for this one, first off, I like the drums. They're good, they're smooth and all that stuff. Nothing complex, so it's just straightforward. That's good. But it's just what you did with it with, I don't know if it's a sample using or if it's some kind of synth or whatever, but the keys are okay, but when you have that second layer of it, it sounds warped. So I would do away with that part. The other part's okay, but besides that, though, actually, I would recommend that you take the sample that you have with the vocals there. At the very tail end of that, you hear a bit of keys, right? A bit of a keyboard at the end of that. So take that part, chop it up, and then you can try to extend that. So either you time stretch it if you can, or just chop it up and like repeat it a bunch of times and all that stuff, because I know that sample, there's other parts where you could work with that and stuff. So instead of just taking the vocals from that sample, use other parts of music from that sample, and that'll make the beat a hell of a lot better. Because right now with the one you have, it's okay, but it's just that it's kind of monotone, kind of the same thing. But especially when you bring in that second layer of keys, it kind of ruins it and stuff. But besides that, though, yeah, take the sample from the vocals and work with that, because I think that make a big difference, because it'd be more fluid too, because then you'd have the keys from the sample plus the vocals going in and all that stuff. The other thing too is with the vocals, when you're doing something like that, you don't want to have it just cut off abruptly like that. So especially with something like that with the vocals, you want to have it kind of delay out. So because that happens with a lot of instruments, but especially with vocals, you don't want to just be like you want to have like that like that. So you want to have it with some kind of delay. So try that. Try using some effects a bit, not too much, but just a bit of effects on the vocals. But again, that's on top of the keys. So try to use the keys from the sample, and then the vocals on top, delay, and then boom, you're good to go. All right, so next up we've got Arvin Armani with Maybe I'm Unhappy. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Arvin Armani with Maybe I'm Unhappy. All right, so this one, it's a really good beat. I like this because it's a nice little tune. That's the first thing I noticed. It's a nice little tune you have, and the drums are on point. Although for the drums, I would like to hear it a little louder, especially the snare, because it's kind of like I was kind of listening to it at first and thinking like, is there a snare in there? Because it was so low. But bring the snare in just a bit louder, I would say. But the overall, the drums are really good. I like that, and like I said, nice tune. And I think besides that, it's the 808. It's like so many times I complain about that with the people with the 808 is that it's too strong and all that. In your case, it's the 808's good. Like you have it under control. The only problem is that it extends too long. And I think that's what happens with a lot of people is they use the 808 as a bass line. Instead of just complementing the kick like it should. They use it as a bass line. Now you can use it as a bass line, it's fine, but again, it's got to be under control like you normally would. So in that case, it's got to come down a bit in volume, or it's got to be compressed somewhat, or if you're going to have it extended, at least have it just kind of fade out. You know what I mean? Because it's just kind of heavy and stuff. And because when I first put the beat on, I listened to it and the volume was lower. When I turned the volume up to normal, like I usually have, then I could really hear it. It's like it's pretty heavy and stuff. So you gotta picture somebody driving around in their car listening to this, and with a heavy 808 like that, it's just gonna rattle everything. So they'll probably get a traffic ticket or something. I don't know, but but no, it's a good beat. I like it. It's just the 808. Yeah, it extends a little too much, but that's from my liking. But and that's about it. All right, good job. All right, so next up we got Blanco Beats with Performance. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Blanco Beats with Performance. I don't know if that's the actual track name that you meant, but that's what it is. All right, so this one, I like this beat. It's dope. It's a nice tune. It hits hard. That's important, because that's the other thing, like with a lot of beats, is that they may sound good, but they're just kind of there, like they need to really pop, So in this case, your beat, it pops, like it's got something in there, it just makes you like, yeah, okay, you nod in your head or whatever. So I think the big thing for me was the snare. Is that I just really don't like those types of snares. And I understand, like there's certain styles of beats that that's acceptable, is that type of snare. But I would just like to hear a beat like you have. It's just but something like that, but with more of like a slight smacking snare. You know what I mean? Something that's smacking, a bit of reverb. Just to see how it turns out, because with this type of snare, the drums that you have, it's like it's good. It's just that I don't know. It just kind of sounds like a lot of other tracks. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Just try to change out the snare and see how it sounds. Because I just think that type of snare is not used way too often. And yeah, the synth is nice lead that you have and all that. The 808 is a bit overwhelming. It is a little heavy and all that, but still, it's a good beat. It fits very well and all that stuff. Some nice little change ups, but the main thing is that snare. It is a personal preference. I'm not crazy about that, but still, I just wish people would try to change it up a little more, because just the other night there was some award show, and it was, I can't remember what it was, and they had I think it was best rap song or something, and I swear every nominee, when they play a little part of the song, when they name the nominee, I swear all the snares sounded the same. It was ridiculous. It was just like, I was just sitting there laughing like, what the hell is this? So anyway, yeah, so just try to change it up a bit, but other than that, it's a dope beat. And yeah, all right. So next up, we got These Beats with Dark Skies. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was These Beats with Dark Skies. All right, so these you got to teach these guys how to use the 808 properly. I don't know. The 808 is always going to be a big, overwhelming sounding drum sound. Okay, so but it's up to the person recording and mixing whatever to get it under control. So in your case, you have it under control. You did a good job with it. So you got to write a tutorial or something. I don't know. Teach some of these guys. But yeah, it's a nice beat you have. I love the piano, drums are on point, and just like I was saying with the previous beat, the snare, you kind of have that snare a bit, but it's got that smacking sound a bit. So that's perfect. It's exactly what I was talking about. Something like that. I just wish you had more of a part where you had like just kind of like you take the piano out, you just have like a little bit of a change up like that. And towards the end of the beat, I was thinking, it sounds like there's something missing a bit, I mean, just for the hell of it to try is to add some horns to this. Well, I mean, it could be anything really, but like, guitar or whatever, but I was just thinking horns for some reason. Maybe it's because the beat this competition's going on. I don't know. But yeah, it's just, maybe some horns. Just some horns, just towards the end or something like that to finish off the beat. I don't know, it's the first thing that popped in my head. But yeah, so try that, maybe some horns. Have a little change up where you have like just the low end part, you know what I mean? Yeah, other than that though, it's a dope beat. I like it, and especially the tune, the piano, it's nice, very nice. And yeah, good beat, good job. All right, so next up we got the last beat. It's Uncaf with It'll Be Alright. Let's check it out. Alright. Okay, so that was On the Calf with It'll Be Alright. Alright, so for this one, you know, I'm listening to the tune, the melody, and it sounds really, really good. I like it. And you put it in reverse at one point, right? You know, like I think you had the first part, then you reverse it, whatever. And I was like, man, you know, I always forget to do that. You know, whenever I make beats, I don't reverse anything really. I should, you know, I should start doing that more often. But it's a cool trick, you know. So anyway, but what you have is good. I like it. The drums are nice because they're slow and all that. You know, I was expecting something hard to come in. But then towards the end, when you change it up, it sounds like a different tempo almost. That was really good. I like that. That's a nice little change up, you know. And I think that needs to happen more often with hip hop productions. You know, have more of a change up, maybe even a change up in the BPM, whatever. So in your case, it's really good. The only thing I have to complain about is that the main music, right, the main melody is even though it does sound really good, I was expecting some sort of breakdown. Some sort of change up, you know what I mean? Because it's one of those things where the sound, like, it sounds good. It's just that as it keeps going, it gets kind of annoying a bit. You know what I mean? Like, not really annoying. It's just that it just gets, you know, really repetitive. You know, so like because for me, when I'm listening to a beat, you know, especially when I'm making beats, I try to think of the person that's gonna listen to it. You know, like, how are they gonna interpret this? Are they gonna be annoyed by it? You know, is it the type of sound where it's like, you know, they're gonna be turned off by it or whatever? So. You know, you don't want something that's going to be too taxing on the person's ears when they're listening to it. You want them to listen to it over and over again. You want them to. So, in your case, it is good. It's just that, to me, it gets a little tiring. You know, I shouldn't say annoying, but a little tiring. So, yeah, just have like a change up. That's all you really need. You know, maybe add a little something to it, a little instrument or something, but mainly just, you know, just a little bit of a change up and stuff. But it's dope, and especially the drum work, really, really good. Props on that. All right, so yeah, that's it. That's it from me. I'm Mr. Fade. This is Attack of the Beats. Keep sending your beats in. Make sure you keep sending them in. And I'll keep reviewing them. My favorite beat is, the winner is, drum roll please, These Beats with Dark Skies. Let's check it out.